Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is India Budgets, and in today's video I will be showing you how I prepare to record my sinking funds video. So if you would like to see how I prep for my sinking funds video, please stay tuned. The first thing that I do is I use a spiral notebook. I'm pretty sure you've all seen this before on my channel. I use a spiral notebook to write down my sinking fund amounts and to do my closeouts for when I do my sinking funds. I know some people in the budgeting community use tablets and things like that, but I actually like to
write my information down. It's just something about writing it. It's just a different vibe for me.
I do not use a tablet. I keep it old school. So what I do when I am getting ready to do a sinking fund, normally you would do a sinking fund video after you receive your paycheck. So some people stuff all of their paycheck. Some people stuff some of their paycheck or a portion of their paycheck. How I do mine's, whatever my paycheck is, I just take money out of there. So I don't have a set amount that I take out every paycheck. For example, some people may take out $300 a paycheck and stuff that amount every time they do a stuffing, or they may add more money or less money. Just depends on what people have available to them. How I do my sinking funds cash stuffing is I just look at my paycheck and then I do my cash stuffings based off what bills I have already paid. So for example, if I was to get paid today, I would take whatever my paycheck is, and then if there's bills that are coming up that I need to pay, I will subtract those bills out from the paycheck. And then when I get to the total of after all the bills are paid, what's left, I will either stuff all of what's left into my sinking funds, or I would take a portion out of the money that's left over and add that into my sinking funds. So for this particular cash stuffing that I'm going to do for June, I actually just took what was left over and I'm just going to stuff that from my paycheck. So in my June sinking fund video, I am going to be cash stuffing $735. So I normally do not disclose how much money I'm stuffing, and I definitely do not disclose how much money I make. But for this video, because I am setting it up, I will just say that amount that I will be sinking into my sinking funds when I film the video. So now once I have the total, I go into just breaking down my binders section by section. So my first binder that I always start with is Lady Laugh. So as you can see, I started writing this out. It's going to be a little weird because I have to go sideways. I just totally crossed that out. Don't mind it. It doesn't have to be perfect. So this is just a reference for me when I am recording. All right. So let me step back a little bit. What this does is this lets me know how much money I am stuffing into each of my envelopes when I am stuffing them. I know some people probably go off the fly and just put money into random envelopes. I try to have a little bit more of a guided, what am I trying to say? I try to have more of a guided flow for what envelopes is getting money and how much money those envelopes are getting. So this is why I use this method, which is the same as people who use a tablet, but I'm just writing mine down with pen and paper. So we are going to go through this, and I am going to finish filling this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list every envelope that's in each binder. So for Lady Laugh, the first envelope is groceries. And this is just how I do it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You just want to use a system that works for you. And because I like to write, I enjoy doing my breakdown using a notebook instead of using a tablet. But it's nothing wrong with either way. All right, so as you can see, I have listed all of the envelopes that are in my Lady Laugh binder. So that's groceries, gas, laundry, eat out, and spinning. So then next, I'm going to do the same thing for my next binder. And I try to write or fill this out in the order that I stuff my envelopes. So I always start with Lady Laugh, and then next is going to be rainbow. So we have my rainbow binder here. And then I'm just going to list the same thing, all of the names in the rainbow. So now that I have all of my envelopes in my rainbow binder listed, I am going to do my last binder, which is my Under the Sea binder. And I'm going to do the same thing, list all of those envelopes out. So again, this is just the process that I use, and I actually like using this process. Wow. All right. So once I have everything listed down in my, or on this paper here, what I do now is I'm going to break down the amount that I'm stuffing. So I will be breaking down this $735 into these envelopes here. So what I do is I switch it up every time I do a cash stuffing. So there may be an envelope that gets money every time I do a cash stuffing. Like for example, Harlem, she gets money every time I do a cash stuffing. And I've been making it a thing to where I'm also making sure that my envelope is also giving money every time I do a cash stuffing. So let's break down this $735. So how I determine this is I just do it. So I don't have this envelope has to have this amount of money. There are certain envelopes that have set amounts, and then there's other envelopes where I'll be like, oh, I'll just put this amount in there, and I'll just put that amount in there. What I want to do is just make sure that I'm stuffing $735 into my binders, even if some binders do not get any money. So for example, groceries. So for groceries, I am going to put $100 into groceries. So normally how I would do this is I'll do groceries $100. And for myself, because I use a teller slip, which I will show you later in this video, I normally would break down how this money is going to be put into this binder. Or excuse me, into this envelope. So what I'm going to do is put a 1 here. This just lets me know that I'm going to put a whole $100 bill into groceries. Next is gas, and gas is going to get $80. I normally stuff $60 into gas, but gas has gone up. So I'm just going to put an extra $20 to be on the safe side. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the number 4. So that's going to let me know I'm putting 4 $20 bills into this envelope. And so that's what I'll do. I'll just go down and break each amount down so that I can go back and count to make sure that it totals what it needs to total up here. Laundry is going to get $20. I normally put $13 into laundry, but I have been slacking a little bit and I haven't been doing laundry. I normally try to get my laundry done once a week. If it goes over a week, it's a little bit more money. So I'm over a week. So it's going to be a little bit more money because more clothes have piled up. So I'm going to give myself $20 for that. Next is going to be Spinny. And Spinny is going to get $40. And I'm going to do that as two $20 bills. And then, oh, excuse me, Eat Out is going to get 40. And I'm going to do that as two $20 bills. And then Spinny is going to get $50. And I'm just going to put a $50 bill in there. I haven't stuffed Eat Out in a while because I've been doing pretty good on not eating out. So I'm just putting some money in there as a just in case. All right, so Harlem, she always gets her $25 unless I decide to give her more. So I'm just going to break it down that she's going to get a $20 bill and a $5 bill in there. And travel is not going to get anything. Car maintenance, nothing. Gifts, nothing. I don't think I'm stuffing anything else in Rainbow outside of Harlem. And actually, Thanksgiving is actually done. It's maxed, actually. So I don't have to worry about Thanksgiving. So now we're going to move to my Under the Sea binder. And India is going to get $100. And I'm going to do that in 5/20s to let me know that that's how that envelope is going to be paid. Debt is going to get $50. And we're just going to put one whole $50 in there. Let's see. Beauty is going to get $160. And so I'm going to break this down as, let's see. I'm going to do one $100 bill and then three $20 bills. All right. And then health is going to get $30. And I think I'm going to do three $10 bills. Sounds about right. And then my emergency fund, I'm going to give my emergency fund $80. And I'm going to do $150, $120, and $110. All right. And that is everything that I will be stuffing and the envelopes that is going to get stuffed. So the next thing that I do is I go through and calculate and make sure that all of the money amounts here add up to this $735. So let's go ahead and calculate that up. All right, so now that I have everything calculated up and it does equal out to the $735, the next thing that I do is fill out my teller slip. So I have a teller slip here that I got a while ago from Lauren Budgets. So now what I'm going to do is count, or yes, I'm going to take everything that I put broken down here onto this teller slip. So when I go to the bank, it's easy for the teller to know what I want and how much I want of each bill. So let's go ahead and break that down. So as you can see, there's one $100 bill here. And then I just go through and look for the next one. And the next one is down here in beauty. So I put 2 here, and that's $200. So I just go through and do the same thing. There's 3 50s. So there's 150 here, another 50 there, and then there's a, where are you? There should be a third one somewhere that I missed. Hold on. This is really behind the scenes because this is really what it is and how I do it. So I just want to share. All right. So we got $50 here. $50 here. And a $50 in my emergency fund. Yeah, so sometimes it takes a minute. You have to like double and triple check. Me, when I do my teller slip, before I even write my numbers down on the teller slip, I would create like a teller slip breakdown on here off to the side before I write it down, because this is like permanent. But all right, and then there are 17 $20 bills that are needed, so that puts me at $340. There are 4 $10 bills that I need, so that gives me $40 that I need. And then I believe I only need one $5 bill, and that's for Harlem's. So $5. If you add that up, that should give you $735 even. So then the next thing that I do, once I have my breakdown and I have my teller slip, the next thing that I do is I get my bank withdrawal envelope and I stick my teller slip into this envelope here, and I take it and go to the bank. So let's go ahead. So when I go to the bank, I hand this to the teller with my ID and my bank card, and I tell them what account to take it out of, and this is what it looks like. So when the teller comes back, oh, and what I will say is a lot, or at the bank that I go to, I have a particular bank that I like to go to because everyone in the bank, they know me, I know them, they know me as the girl with the teller slip, and it just makes it really, really easier on them when I am unable to make it to the bank that I like to go to, and I have to go to another bank. Other tellers are always shocked, and they're like, oh, that's a good idea. Like, I wish everyone had one of those. But this is super, super helpful. Not even because I do like budgeting videos, but just in general. Like if you needed to go withdraw money and you didn't want to have to write down or tell the teller like, oh, I need this many hundreds, this many 50s, 20s, and so forth. What I used to do is use sticky notes at first. And then I got this from Lauren Budgets, and it is super helpful. I also have another one that I also got from Pink X Budgets. So the teller slips, they definitely come in clutch. All right, and once I give this to the teller and they take this and they give me my cash back, they always put it in my envelope for me along with the teller slip. And I go home and I leave the money in here until it's time for me to record my video. And that's how I prep for my Sinking Funds video. So now I will go ahead and get started and prep for recording. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below, how do you prepare to record your Sinking Funds video? Is there any steps that you like to take? Is there anything in particular that you like to do? Let me know down in the comments, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.